Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're tuned into Family TV. I'm Kuja Carl.
And I am Mamia Mankrawa.
This is Family Morning.
It's a fresh day.
So coming up, a certain minister, by public majority of opinion, is being told to go.
Well, today is also World Vegan Day.
And we have to celebrate the big win of Persec. Big ups to, and we'll talk more all on that right after this.
Welcome back. If you just tuned in, you're still watching Family TV. This is Family Morning.
It's a fresh day.
Remember to get interactive with us on our social media platforms and at _Family Morning GH, Family Social GH, and on our YouTube, Family Tube GH. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments.
Yes. And a big thank you to all of our sponsors for helping make all this possible. A big thank you to Accra City Hotel, to Family Kicks, Family Vacations, Family Depot. Who else am I forgetting?
Tess
Couture. Big thank you to each and every single one of you. And yes, now it is that time of the day, as you know, where we give you some motivational words to help get you through your day, through your week.
Yeah. You have to start your day right.
Exactly.
Get something to, push you to do better.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have a very nice inspirational quote from Pope John Paul II.
Yes.
And it says, to maintain a joyful family requires much from both the parents and the children. Each member of the family has to become, in a special way, the servant of the others.
Okay. So, in order to maintain a happy home, basically, it's not just the responsibility of one of you, of the mom or the dad. It's a team effort.
Exactly.
Family effort.
Yes. I mean, I wish I can tell my mom or my parents and then tell them that, Pope John Paul said that to have this family, always have joy and be happy, you have to be my servant sometimes as well as I am your servant. The servants there, I don't know if parents will understand it, but I don't think it's servants as in servants, but then we have to play our part and then in growing the family, basically. So children have to obey their parents. Parents have to, you have to do...
Yes, they also do their part, the need that they need to do.
You have to serve as small. You have to serve as
I mean, they brought you to the world, so they are obliged already to serve
but
you.
I think they serve us when we are growing up, because when you're a child and you can't do a lot of things, they feed you, they give you, they bath you. I think it's all part of giving service to the child. So when you grow up as a child, it's now your turn to, reciprocate that. Like you have to fetch water for them. You have to serve them their food, wash their plates. Yeah, it's a back and forth batter affair.
Exactly.
So they give, we take, we give, they take.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
And that's what just keeps the family whole as a general. Everybody, it's like a machine, and everybody is like a part of the machine. And if you want the machine to run smoothly, everyone has to collectively contribute towards each other's functioning, each other's well-being, as the saying may be. But also today, let's go back in time. Let's acknowledge some certain events, certain days, memorable moments in time that are so important. And for this particular day, I mean, I'm not fully in support of the day, but I support whoever is in support of this day.
Okay.
So today happens to be World Vegan Day. And so for those who don't know, there's a difference between vegans and vegetarians.
Right.
Vegans, I know, are straight up, they don't eat, first of all, animals, fish, and then any product that comes from them either.
They don't take it at all.
Yeah,
vegetarians can maybe take some products, but not maybe the real thing.
The real thing itself.
You can take eggs, milk, something from animals.
Yes.
But a vegan is a vegan. Nothing. Eat from the soil.
Eat from the soil. I can't survive like that.
You can?
I can't.
Oh.
I mean, I'm biologically not designed to do that. You see my sharp teeth?
Yeah.
You see, I'm designed to eat meat.
Where am I going to get calcium and stuff? But well, there are plants that you get calcium from, but how you get bones to chew?
Yeah. But either way, we're still celebrating. I mean, if you're a vegan, I mean, and I'm trying to picture, families where, a family maybe that has that one vegan person.
I once had a vegan burger.
Yes.
And it was actually very good. I mean, they have to make it good to taste well for them to eat because they don't want to be missing out on like meat or something. I don't think they do miss out on it, but they have to prepare and eat something that resembles like eating like a normal person, if I should say that.
Yeah. Well, happy World Vegan Day to all of you that like not having meats, and for the families that have a vegan inside, accommodate for them when preparing food. And but also today happens to be World Cinnamon Day. And I like cinnamon in tea, ice cream, and in any bakery good. So this is a day I support.
I'm not really a fan of cinnamon, but I like it in some baked stuff. Like I once made a homemade cinnamon roll. It came out well.
Yes.
It came out well, but I don't really like this. Like some people chew the cinnamon thing.
The stick.
Raw.
Yeah.
I don't know
I can never do that either. I don't know how. It's a very. I don't know.
It has
I
a
can't.
sharp, like some heat kind of taste. Oh god.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It's all
healthy,
good though. It's
so,
all exactly.
You have to take it if you don't eat it.
Exactly. And today also is World Author Day. We're celebrating all the writers out there who have given us so many memorable books and stories that we carry on through our days.
Do you have a local author that's like a favorite author?
A favorite author, maybe R.L. Stein. You know, the Goosebumps books as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Or what maybe enjoy reading. So R.L. Stein, definitely J.K. Rowling.
Of course.
Of course.
I was going to say that, but you have said it, so that's it. I also like his books.
So those are and Dr. Seuss.
Okay.
I mean, I love children's books, so that's why I love Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Yes, so definitely. And yourself, any particular authors that you?
I read from like a wide range, but then I like Lisa Kleypas. She is an American author, and she writes novels, and I really like her books. I like Eloisa James, and a wide range, and J.K. Rowling as well. So wide range.
Exactly. So we're celebrating all authors and we're celebrating their works. So if you're someone who likes books or you don't like books, or this may be the day that you may get into liking books, grab yourself a book, acknowledge a writer, support their work, and definitely enjoy. And we have a special birthday today, having to be Penn Badgley.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who he is, if you enjoyed the show Gossip Girl, he was one of the main characters there. Yeah. And recently from the Netflix thriller series, You. Yeah, he's
when I watched the trailer of that movie before I went into it, I was like, who is this? I had not watched Gossip Girl yet. Yes. So when I saw him in it, I was like, oh. Yeah. Nice. Like he acts, like I like the way he was in the You. That scene. Yeah. It was so nice. And then I went to watch Gossip Girl as well. And then I saw him in there. I was like, oh. Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So big happy birthday to him. And then big happy birthday to anybody that is celebrating their birthday on this day. Happy birthday. But speaking of birthdays, birthday club. Birthday clubs is ongoing. And basically what birthday clubs is about getting you as a child into the habit of saving, learning how to save. And you can do that with Family TV through UBA. You can save, one CD every day. And then you can able to have access to that money when it is time, when your birthday comes, basically. And in collaboration with Family TV, a special surprise will be organized for you, wherever you are, whether it's home, church, school, wherever you are, that is where it'll be organized. So definitely get in contact with us here at Family TV. The number will be on the screen for you to be able to organize everything. So we're going on a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be one.
Welcome back. You're still tuned into Family TV. This is Family Morning.
It's a fresh day.
Be sure to get interactive with us on any of our social media platforms.
At _family morning GH, family social GH. Oh, let me sip.
You know, you gotta make sure you start your
And
day right.
Family Tube GH. Remember
Exactly.
to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comment.
Yes. And big thank you to all of our sponsors, Accra City Hotel, Family Kicks, Family Vacations, Family Depot, and Tescator. Big thank you to each and every single one of you for helping make this possible. Yeah. Now, going into some recent events and things that have gone on, we definitely got to dive into if you're alumni of Presec, or you're currently in Presec, or you want to go to Presec.
Yeah, I'm sure by now people want to go to Presec.
Exactly, because
I'm very sensitive about this topic because my school was kicked out of the competition. So I'll leave it to you, Kojo, to continue.
Okay. So Presec, as we know, in the recent National Math and Science quiz, they came out on top. All right, they came out on top, dominated. And the thing is at this point, it's like, we know they are just top.
Yes. Say, oh, my yes sign. It has become like part of them. Like they feel like whenever they come, oh, they're gonna win, and they do win. I mean, 7 times.
Yes.
What?
And speaking of the 7 times, I was on Twitter, and then the UPSA, their neighbors to Presec, they posted on their Twitter this. They said congratulations Presec, and then I like this part. They said indeed you are 7 a living God. I was like, no.
Wow.
Like the dropping wordplay bars. I was like, it's true. So it's a big shout out. Yeah.
Wow.
So amazing. And the thing is, they won like 50 points as opposed to the next, by it was a good gap.
But then there was a 5th round that was the game changer.
Yeah.
Because Prempeh College was in the lead, and then surprisingly in the 5th round, Prempeh said, nah.
Yeah.
Don't allow Prempeh College to win. So, I mean, they played their cards well.
Yeah.
In the 5th round, they just had it. And the school was there as well. They were third with 32 points.
Yeah. So at this point, I mean, if you're thinking of schools to send your kid to and you want them to be good in science and math,
please. Ghana National College is there. But I mean, for your boy, you can still choose Presec, but Ghana National College, we are open here.
Yeah, and for those of us that our schools weren't even in the competition at all, our schools are still good, So I mean, big ups and big shout out to Presec, but hey, our school's still there. So come to
what school is that?
St. Peter's Mission School.
Oh.
So yeah, don't worry.
It's fine.
Yes.
It's fine. You can go there as well, but when they are talking about science and math quiz history,
yes,
definitely the schools that were represented, even though we didn't win, Ghana National College is going to be there, and then Presec will always be there because 7 times. Oh my God, that's something else.
Yes. And also recently, Gifty Auntie, so she made some comments with regard to when it comes to successful women, whether in any industry, and how there's this perception that they are rude. And then she came off and she gave her own opinions, and she said that no, you shouldn't see it like that. That when it comes to character and success, you should always separate these two things. That just because someone is successful, don't tag them as rude unless you happen to know their actual true character. So I mean, I'm in complete agreement with that, of course.
Yeah. And then she said something like, we have even political leaders who are so humble when campaigning, but immediately change when they win power. This means that it cuts across both men and women, but there are people that situations don't change them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you see when someone becomes successful or improves in his life or her life, there is this change that comes to you naturally.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean the person is rude. If he or she comes out and then is not as open as he used to be, or as friendly, or it doesn't mean you don't have to tag that person as rude. You have to get closer to know what has actually created that change in that person. So you don't necessarily have to be rude when you're successful.
Exactly. As we were saying, when it comes to success and character, you got to learn to separate the two, and one is not a definite of the other. And I mean, her comments are straightforward.
Yeah.
And another interesting comment came from a cherry brewer earlier in the
Yeah.
week about when it comes to basically going under the knife, going under body enhancements, and how we, as not just as young people, but just as people in general, you should look to your future when wanting to make any change, because once you make the change, it's permanent. And as you enjoy it now, you may not enjoy it in the future.
True.
And then especially in the world of acting, you have to look good, or any industry that is so heavy on how you look. It's definitely
Yeah.
a lot. I understand the pressure. I know we're getting older. We're not gonna always look as beautiful as we're looking now, but but when it comes to body enhancements, going under the knife, you have to really consider the future.
There's a lot that goes into it, because when you do that, you have to continue. Sometimes you have to change your diet. You have to do exercises continuously, because you don't want something going totally wrong. Like those that do the butt lifts and all those things, you have to exercise to keep the muscles active, or like there's a lot of things that go into going to lie down for them to cut you and draw the fats and put it somewhere and all that. So you have to think ahead, because in the near future, the body, I don't know how to, if I should say it decays or it deteriorates as you are growing. Yeah. We have it like mean part, like you grow. When you are growing, changes happen. So if you are young and then you do this, it means you have to continue. Either you continue doing it to keep that appearance, or, I mean, something is going to go terribly wrong. You see people that have done plastic surgeries, and then years down the line, you see that a lot of things have changed. You see that the nose is now flat, or the face muscles are dropping, or something like that. So you just have to to look good in the moment is important.
Yes.
But do you think about what is out like in the future?
Yeah.
You think?
And sometimes I guess I don't blame them. Sometimes the problem is, the perceptions of society, of how we have a certain way we think this is beauty, this is what it has to be. And then it makes everyone want to strive for that, when beauty is everyone. Beauty is in you and whoever you are and how you carry yourself. And so
the pressure is out there.
The pressure is there.
It's there, because you even see someone who is older than you, a grown up, and then the person has gone to do it. And then you, the young person who is an actor or who is in the limelight, say, why don't I also go and do it? I mean, it look nice. Even this old person has done it. Why can't I do it as well? But you have to think about all these factors before beauty.
Exactly.
Pretty hair, being pretty, it hurts. So
it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. But all that aside, and some happier news, a young group of missionaries have recently taken a trip to the north, to undergo some projects. Bongo Soy. Yeah. So this missionary group runs under a youth organization by the name Christ Youth International. And so basically every year what they do is they embark on these missions to the north in order to provide, not only go and share the gospel, but to go and provide medical
supports, books. Recently, I mean, we'll show you a video, and then the project that they've done. They've already completed a library, which is so very, very good, a good initiative. Yeah. And then other stuff, they give out clothes, shoes, like they are doing so well. And like this, it's not just them. They ask for support from people as well. So people just help out. You can donate. You can give them money, anything. Yeah. But the initiative is so good, and they are doing so well. So they just came back recently, and I'm sure we'll get one on the show to talk to us about his or her experience.
Yeah, definitely some time to come. And it's just a beautiful thing to see young people being able to organize, as you said, through donations and givings, being able to rally for funds. So it lets you know young people are doing this, then it's open to everyone to also do the same. Go to whichever communities you feel are in need. That's in need of need. Yeah, it makes sense. In need of need.
Yeah.
Hey, I've never heard those two words together, but either way, in need of need and also in need of enlightenment. Exactly. So definitely, as I said, we'll show you some of the clips, and you can get right on in touch with that.
Children of a king elevated on a pedestal, beaming with the light that shineth forth from within us all. I came to serve the truth, freshly dished from the maker's pots. The time has come for the sons of man to make their climb to divinity. Ain't slowing down for my father comes. City on a hill can never be a shadow to the world. That's why I sing this song, cause we gotta put the lights up. Matthew 5:14.
Today we came to spend time at Mama Laddie's children's home, and it's been such a great experience so far. The kids have been warm and welcoming, and we just came to have fun with them.
And we also brought some items to donate to the home as well. We prayed with the kids. We asked Mama Laddie a few questions, and she shared her experience and how handling the children's home has been over the years.
We just thank God for the privilege to be able to spend time with the kids and share fellowship with them. For me, this is my first time here, so this has been a great experience, and I'm looking forward to the next experience.
We just want to thank you and appreciate you for all the help, the support, be it cash, kind, whatever prayers. We love it and we appreciate it, and it has been an awesome time. We are playing football, some are riding bicycles, we are dancing, just having fun with the kids and making them feel, loved and all of that. So thank you so much and we love you. It's your boy, we are.
Just stop! Just stop! We can do this all day! Bounce! Bounce! We can do this all day! Hey, them billions, don't leave me right here. Come on! We can do this all day! Hey! We can do this all day! We're not stopping! Bounce! Bounce! We can do this all day! Just stop! Just stop! We can do this all day! Bounce! Bounce! We can do this all day! Jump! 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 We can do this all day! Jump! 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 We can do this.
Oh, Max, you broke it. No, don't do that. Bad boy.
Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there.
Welcome back. You're still watching Family TV. This is Family Morning.
It's a fresh day.
Please continue getting interactive with us on our social media platforms at _Family Morning GH, Family Social GH, and of course on our YouTube, Family Tube GH. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment.
And a big thank you to all of our sponsors for helping make this possible. A big thank you to Accra City Hotel, Family Kicks, Family Depot, Family Vacations, and Tess Couture. A big thank you to each and every single one of you. Now, it's that time where, you can feel it in the air. There's been rumors and talk in the town, in the streets, about, the hashtag Ken Must Go is very popular. It's on every social media platform, and even not on social media, it's in the street, it's radio and whatnot.
Like people who don't know social media, the market woman that listens to just radio, or the local woman that just listens to radio, when she opens her radio is Ken Must Go. The economy is difficult.
It's everywhere.
Inflation, is everywhere.
Yeah.
And now there's a hashtag that Ken Must Go.
Yeah, in the midst of, the current economic crisis, definitely there's always going to be speculation of who to hold responsible, who should be the scapegoats. And even amongst the MPP members of parliament, in the majority, they've agreed that Ken Ofori-Atta must step down. That has been the proposal currently. And amongst this, the president also, he has heard these, and then his comments has been that, at least the one popular comment has been about that, they should wait.
The IMF deal is through.
It's
because
through.
if Ken goes now, probably the IMF deal might not go through, or it's going to affect the whole negotiations or something of that sort in relation to Ken and then the IMF. But
yes,
I don't really, but I cannot take a stance. But IMF is between IMF and the government, not IMF and Ken. But hey,
But I understand, in the midst, as we said, economic crisis is hot. And and we look at the various let me not say, maybe not everyone knows of the various contributing factors to why the country is hot.
Yeah.
And then when we don't have that, maybe that understanding, or even when you do have the understanding of these things, you still wonder, why are these things not being taken care of? So, I mean, one of them is being the whole Ghana being an imports reliance country,
Exactly.
relying on imports from all sorts of countries, and therefore our reliance on the dollar, because that's where imports is founded on, you know.
Exactly.
And so now the dollar and worldwide trade has become somewhat unstable for various reasons. One of the biggest reasons being the Ukraine
And
Russia war.
Yeah.
But even still,
I mean, well, that's a very good factor we can consider that is creating this, you know, economic instability or unbalance and all that. But, I mean, we should look at the other side of the whole situation, right? There's inflation. The dollar has gone up, and dollar is one of our is the main trade currency because of our importations that we do.
yeah,
And talking about importation, everything is imported. Almost everything is imported.
so much, yeah.
We have rice in Ghana, but we still go out there to bring rice into the country.
We have
We should-
chocolate.
Yes.
We have cocoa here, but
we
we
have
import.
cocoa here, and then we have literally everything here. So I
Yeah.
think the eat Ghana, grow Ghana, eat Ghana thing must still continue. We should start eating our own food, you know, creating more, you know, agendas, or creating more room for our own products to be available on the market.
Yeah,
And then Ghanaians tend to overprice some of the Ghanaian produced stuff on the market. Like if you
Yeah.
say the local rice, it's quite expensive
Yeah.
compared to maybe the imported one. So someone might go in for the imported rice over the local rice.
yeah.
But I think there should be a system where probably the Ghanaian goods are quite, you know, average for every average Ghanaian to buy and
Yeah.
then purchase and then use as well.
Exactly. That would be a huge solution to a lot of our problems. But
Yeah.
as we said, apart from this, there's still other problems,
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
things,
contributing
yeah.
factors. And despite all these things, what we as people just want is someone to say, this is
Okay,
the solution,
yeah.
or this is clearly the
Exactly.
problem.
Yeah.
And sadly,
Yeah.
Ken is the
Yeah.
scapegoat
We should
in this
also look at
situation.
it from this angle as well. I mean, we are saying Ken is the problem, right? But if Ken goes, who is coming to fill it? Or we don't care who is coming to fill that gap that Ken is going to create.
Yes.
We don't know what the other person is going to be bringing on board, but probably they just want Ken out of the way. But I mean,
Yeah. I feel that
we should
there's
also
so
look
much
at
here.
the other, you know, factors contributing to the economy, and then try as much as possible as people, as Ghanaians, because market women are hoarding their stuff, saying that they will sell it later
Yeah.
in the year. So they are thinking that, oh, the dollar is still going to increase, and then they are going to increase their product and sell it later, like in December, or we're already almost in November. But then, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then people are also hoarding the dollar, thinking it will increase, and they'll go and change. So they'll buy the dollar, keep it,
Yeah.
and then change it when it increases, which
Yeah.
is not good.
It's not going to help
Yeah.
either.
It's all contributing to the economy becoming hard and all that. So we should just try as much as possible to, you know.
Exactly. So let us know what you think about the hashtag Ken Must Go and your opinions on Ghana's current economic crisis, and what are
Yeah.
the solutions and the ways forward. So on any of our social media platforms, let us know. But in happier news, there is a special program that has already kicked off on the October 31st,
yeah.
which is being the 144 hours of non-stop worship and praise, which is going on at the
That's
Lego.
something, huh?
Yes, I know, right?
That's something.
And it is happening at the Logos Rima Foundation Auditorium, which is located in La Accra.
Yeah.
So many missionaries from different countries, Egypt, South Africa, the US, UK, will be coming through for this non-stop worship experience. Artists, well-known artists such as
Beto is going to be there.
He's going
It's
to
a
be
great,
there.
Like
Jerry
a lo-
Mollet will
yeah.
also be there. So many more artists to come will be
many.
there. So definitely
Yeah.
come through.
You can walk in at any time. It's a
Anytime.
non-stop worship.
Non-stop.
So midnight, evening, morning, afternoon, they are just there
Yeah.
worshiping. You know, you can just walk in, worship with them. If you get tired, you can go home, go and rest, and come back, because it's going to last for 144 hours. That's
Exactly.
something.
But don't just take our word for it. Let's look at some of the videos from previous
ones,
events.
yeah.
Praise from every nation, praises from every nation, praises from every nation. Yes, oyo when Bibi Aaron soon New Year. No no kasa atingina yeti Bibi Aaron soon New Year. Yes, yes, yamia. Yes, yamia. Oyo when Bibi Aaron. Praise from every nation, praises from every nation, praises from every nation.
Big surprise because we have the founding president of the Logos Rima Foundation. And I'm sure you're going to be blessed. I mean, to have he himself here with us today to tell us more about what is going to happen for this year's 144 hours non-stop praises and worship, plus prayer and Bible reading. That's intense. So let's just, get to him. We'll listen to what he has for us, and I'm sure you'll be blessed. So you're very much welcome, Dr. Abu Bako, to Family Morning. You have to say it's a fresh day because it's always a fresh day.
Thank you very much for having me. Yes, indeed, this is the day that the Lord has made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it.
Yes, amen, amen, exactly. So, I mean, before we talk about the 144 hours non-stop praises and worship, plus prayer and Bible reading, we just want to, get to know you more. We know you for because of Logos Rima Foundation, but want to know you personally, like, your family, where you come from, that kind of thing. Yes.
Okay, I'm happily married to the most beautiful woman in the world as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, that's
And
nice.
we are blessed with 5 biological children of God's own giving.
Yeah.
And we are also blessed with adopted children, quite a few. And 1 grandson, I'm still counting, who just turned 13. And we actually are blessed to have at least about 4 generations. My mother just turned 111 in January this year.
Wow.
And
That's
she's
nice.
still strong and walking around. We thank God for that. As to where I came from, originally I came from heaven. But as I first appeared in Nigeria, I was dispatched to my generation. And my current country of posting is Ghana because I'm God's ambassador.
Yes,
I hope I've said enough.
Yes, we are so glad that, God in his own making decided to, bring you to Ghana to bless us with your presence and your teachings. We are so blessed to have you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I know that you originally you're an economist. You're previously a lecturer for economics, and then now you're into the ministry full time. So before Logos Rima came about, I just want to know the transition into that and what's inspired you.
That's a long one, but anyway. In terms of what you call full-time ministry, I don't know if there is anybody that should not be in full-time ministry. Ministry is service. So in terms of serving God, you should serve God the moment you get to know him. And I got to know him some 55 years ago, started what people traditionally call ministry, using youth ministry, about 53 years ago. I started in 1969 in terms of ministry. But I saw myself as somebody deployed by God, so on assignment. So when he asked me to go and lecture in the university, it was part of his assignment. So that was full-time ministry. Because if you do any secular job, from the Latin seclorum, it means non-divine, non-sacred, without God. Now you have no business doing any work without God, as somebody sent from God. But, you know, long and short of it, I was privileged to lecture in economics and agricultural economics in the university until 1987, when I stopped lecturing. And then I have since then been what they would normally call a consultant, and a few other things on various boards around the world, including some leadership, training institutes, including our own, which is College of Sustainable Transformation and Development, that holds 8 different institutes a year. Family Development Institute, Mindset Transformation Institute, Institute of Governance and Public Policy, then Institute of Economic Affairs, then you have Education, Training and Development Institute, then you have the Futuristic Institute for Evolutionary Science and Technology. The 7th one is the Media Communication Institute, since we're actually on TV. And then the last one is the one that has to do with the arts, sports, and culture. So we call it Institute of Arts, Sports, and Cultural Development. And we believe that everybody ought to be trained to represent God adequately so that we don't end up disgracing him in any shape or form. So that's what we've been doing, even before God asked us to do other things. So for the specific one that you're interested in, which is the 144 hours of non-stop praise and worship, then prayer and Bible reading. Now imagine you're going to read the Bible for 144 hours. But it's not just reading for 144 hours. Do you know something? You would actually be able to go through from Genesis to Revelation 6 times in 144 hours. That's what we'll be doing.
Wow. I'm not going to miss that because I don't want to lose that opportunity to go through the Bible 6 times in just 6 days, like 144 hours. I'm not going to miss that.
So that's what we will be doing. But it started, about 20 years ago with a clear vision from God to bring heaven on earth. Now, Jesus did not come to take us to heaven as much as we will go to heaven. His primary purpose was to bring heaven on earth. That's why in the model prayer, he says, this then is how you should pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come. That's verse 10 of Matthew chapter 6. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is. Present continuously in heaven, from the English. So in that case, he came to bring heaven on earth. And for him to now ask us to do one thing that is done continuously in heaven. What is that? They never rest day nor night, according to Revelation chapter 4, verse 8. They are praising God. And they praise him in song. They praise him in silence. They praise him. So let your life be a praise. That's precisely what we've been doing for the last 20 years. We started with 24 hours. Then it graduated to 48 hours. Then it graduated to 72 hours. Then 96 hours. And from 96 hours, it went to 120 hours. And now this is the second edition of the 144 hours of non-stop praise and worship. And you know what? I just came from Israel, some 2 weeks ago. And I went for a conference. I was invited to also contribute my quota. And they had 144 harpists. People playing the harps. 144 of them. And the organizer said God told him he should do that because of the 144,000, And I'm like, okay, God told us we should do this last year, and now this year again. We don't know when he will be asking us to stop. But I think I have given you enough background.
Yes, you have. And I mean, it's amazing. I don't think you should even miss this for anything. I mean, it's a non-stop something that is happening. So you can just drop by anytime, evening, morning, afternoon, at any time, any day. You can just drop by and then join in the worship, the praises, and you learn more about, the Bible, prayer, and everything. So going on, I want to talk about the theme for this year, the reviving, restoring, and then wait, am I messing it up?
Yes.
That's reviving,
Yes.
restoring, and recovering the tabernacle of David. Yes. So I want to talk about the theme, like how did the theme come about, and what we should look forward to.
What is there is the fact that God wants us to get back to the place of the tabernacle of David.
Right.
Now, it has 3 implications, but we'll just take 2 today.
Okay.
Now, when you talk about the tabernacle of David, there is the aspect of something that had continuous praise and worship to God, where you had people in their courses, you had 288 instrumentalists alone. We have only 24 who do instrumental music, and they usually start the day. And the biblical day, according to Genesis chapter 1, verses 5, 8, 13, 20, 23, then 31. You end up with a situation where he said, and the evening and the morning were the first day, evening and the morning were the second day, evening and morning. So we start with the evening. Okay. But talking of how did we come about the theme, it is important that we recover that kind of, expression, because worship is like God's food, for lack of a better word.
Yes.
So a man after my own heart, David. So that's the first.
Yes.
Second aspect is, if you look at Acts chapter 15, you will see that there was this statement about the tabernacle of David being restored, so that all of the Gentile nations would then be brought into the fold, meaning all other nations, because Gentile nation just means all other nations other than Israel. So we become covenant nations for God because of the tabernacle of David. So ensuring that we recover, we restore it, revive anything that had died in the process. We have to ensure then that every nation is brought to a place where it has an opportunity to enter the covenant that was meant for her by God. So this is your opportunity as a nation to actually be, in a place where you become a sheep nation as against goat nation. Because Matthew 25 talks about 2 sets of nations. The ones on the right hand of Jesus and the others on the left. The sheep will be on the right and the goats will be on the left. If you look at Matthew 25 from verse 31 down to about 40 to 44, you would see there that the sheep nations are the ones that will go into the joy of the Lord. And the goat nations are the ones that will go into hell. And I believe that no nation wants to actually be the one condemned.
No.
And this is why the revival of the tabernacle of David, ensuring that we recover any lost ground and restore to the original, is done.
Wow. I mean, me sitting here right now, I am moved. I don't think I'm going to waste any time. I'm probably going to move there right now to join the session that is going on. And guess what? We have so many ministers that are coming to minister in song, other things. And then we'll have some from Ghana, from other countries. We have South Africa, Nigeria. I mean, so much experience for you to, get there. And I don't think you should miss it. That's the point. And he has said so much about it. And he is here himself. And he has said it. What more? I can't say anything else again, because he has said it all. And please, just make it a point to be there. And I'm sure that your life will be blessed. And you'll go again next year. Are we increasing the hours as the time goes, or we are sticking to 144 hours?
For now, it is 144 hours.
Okay.
And just yesterday, so you are hearing it fresh, God confirmed to us that next year is 144 hours.
Okay.
And you can mark your calendars. It's going to be from the 29th of October and ending on the 4th of November.
Okay.
Now, for this year, you were talking about participants.
Yeah.
In fact, almost all the continents will be represented.
Okay.
So there is a rabbi that would even be ministering.
Wow.
He's here in person.
Okay.
Okay, from Israel.
Yeah.
And then you have somebody from Jordan who will be ministering. He will be ministering virtually, but he's ministering live. It's not pre-recorded. And we have people from Oceania, from Asia, and then the Caribbean. A lady is coming from the Caribbean, from Nassau, Bahamas. She is coming to minister in person. And you do have, so cut the long story short, you have the Americas represented, you have Africa represented, you have the Middle East represented, you have Asia represented, and Oceania. So there is very little left anywhere at the end of the day.
We've covered the whole continent.
So why should you be in Ghana and then somebody comes from outside and is actually giving God worship and doing all the other things and participating in these 3 events while you are here and you're not part of it? I'm sure by the time you experience it, you'll actually be wishing that you could have more time to give them that, but we've already started. So make sure you don't miss it.
I mean, last year I joined some parts online because New Song was ministering. So, I watched it. They introduced it to me last year.
Excellent.
So I watched some parts, not all, which I am regretting right now because this year I'm going to be presenting as much as I can. I mean, I have to work as part. So I'll just join. Immediately my work is done, I'll be there. I'll join online, in person, anytime that I get. So.
I think for the opening ceremony, except, of course, your bosses will not release you, you should be there in person. So you can experience the 24 elders ministering, where you have 24 instrumentalists ministering at the same time. 3 drummers drumming at the same time.
Wow.
5 keyboardists playing at the same time. And you have guitarists and all the others. Let me not give all the details.
Yes, if you want to know everything, just come and experience it yourself. Come there in person and you experience everything live. I mean, like, it's been awesome to have you here, Dr. Abu Bako. I don't want to miss the name again, Bako. It's been an honor. I mean, I'm so blessed here sitting with you right now. It's an honor to have you and to talk about the event. And please, if you have, I mean, you've said enough. So just some last words so that we can, close, something you have to tell everyone. Yes.
Life is measured in lives.
Okay.
Let me repeat that as I face the camera. Life is measured in lives. So apart from your expression to God, so your life will be enriched, make sure you never leave anybody the same way you meet him or her, because you must enrich other people's lives. Your life will not be measured in terms of how many houses and all that you have. It's not about position and possessions. It's about how many lives you have touched. Remember, life is measured in lives, just like money is measured in currency. Thank you.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing. Please, do not miss out on this opportunity to get closer to God. Come and experience worship in God. Like, you have 3 drummers drumming at the same time. You have worshipers from all over the continent, and you are in Ghana, and it's happening here in Accra. Like, so if you're in Accra, I don't think you even have to miss it. And it's Allah, just here. So please, make it a point to be there. You can join via online, you can be there in person as well. It's streaming for 144 hours non-stop.
The Logos Rema Foundation presents the 20th anniversary of the non-stop 144 hours non-stop praise and worship, Bible reading and prayer under the theme Recovering, Reviving and Restoring the Tabernacle of David from 6 p.m. on the 31st of October to 6 p.m. on the 6th of November 2022 at the Logos Rhema Foundation headquarters behind the International Trade Fair Center, La Accra. It will be an amazing gathering of gospel ministers, worship teams, Christian leaders from Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Egypt and other nations. Come join us glorify the Almighty God in one place from one global altar. Admission is free. For inquiries, contact us by email on info@thenonstop.org or call our WhatsApp 024-091-7741 or visit our website at www.thenonstops.org. Connect with us on our socials at The Nonstop Series on all platforms. Donations may be sent to 024-873-9685 in the name of Logos Rhema Foundation.
Well, that was amazing.
Wow,
So
yeah.
definitely, as we said, nonstop. So if you want to be able to join, it's already kicked off on October 31st, but it'll be running all the way until November 6th.
Yeah.
Come through, worship, praise, and
I'm
enjoy.
there.
Hope to see
Definitely.
you. Yeah. So as we said, it's that time where we have to say goodbye.
Say our bye-byes.
It's always sad to say goodbye, but
Yeah.
goodbye just opens a door to another hello.
Oh,
So,
I like that.
Exactly. So another hello will come in due time.
Yeah.
But we thank you once again, and definitely get interactive with us on any of our social platforms for anything that we've discussed today, which are
At _Family Morning GH, Family Social GH, and of course on our YouTube, Family Tube GH. Remember to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe.
And a big thank you to all of our sponsors. That is Accra City Hotel, Family Kicks, Family Vacation, Family Depot, and Tess Couture. Big thank you to each and every single one of you for helping make the show possible. So it's time for us to leave you, but we'll definitely see you again soon. You've been tuned into Family TV. I am Kojo Carl.
And I am Amia Mankawa.
This is Family Morning.
It's a fresh day.
We'll see you next time.